Hola, ¿qué tal? We're going to look at a 90-word task on the theme of work here in this video. So I'm going to start off by looking at the instructions that we can be given for this. So 90-word task, hopefully you'll remember, is the fourth question on the GCSE Foundation Writing Exam, and it's the first question on the Higher Writing Exam. So, firstly, sets the scene. ¿Quieres pasar el verano trabajando en España? You want to spend the summer working in Spain. Escribe un anuncio para una página web. Write an advert for a web page. Menciona, mention. Okay. Should have mentioned as well that if you're working independently, feel free to pause the video here so that you can try and work out what these bullet points refer to yourself and have a read over the text to work out the model answers, work out what it means. Okay, let's talk through these bullet points. ¿Qué tipo de persona eres? What type of person are you? So it's looking for a description of your personality characteristics. ¿Qué idiomas hablas? What languages do you speak? ¿Qué hiciste en tus prácticas laborales? What did you do in your work experience? Notice we've got a couple of bullet points looking at present tense, as usually is the case, and we've got a past tense one. It ends in iste, hiciste, did you do? So we know it's past tense. And the fourth bullet point, ¿qué planes tienes para el futuro? What plans do you have for the future? And the word el futuro gives us a good idea, and planes, we know we're looking at reference to the future. That's always the case. Always 90-word tasks have two questions that are typically based on the present tense, looking at opinions, for example, and one question that's the past tense, one question is the future tense. When I say question, I mean bullet point. So, so as long as you know that's going to be the case, then you know that you need to make sure you're able to express opinions and reasons, past tense and future. And the final bit says, escribe aproximadamente 90 palabras en español, write approximately 90 words in Spanish, responde a todos los aspectos de la pregunta, answer all aspects of the question. And that's always the case that you'll see those two sentences. So let's look at this model answer where it shows answers to these bullet points. I'll say each phrase in Spanish and I'll pause so you can practice your pronunciation, repeating after me, or you can rewind the video later and practice translating into English, and then I'll say English after the pause. Vamos, let's go. Tengo muchas cualidades. I have lots of qualities. Soy trabajadora, sociable. I am hardworking, sociable, y muy activa, and very active. Por ejemplo, suelo jugar al baloncesto todos los días. For example, I usually play basketball every day. Además, según mis amigos, also, or besides, furthermore, according to my friends, tengo buen sentido del humor. I have a good sense of humor. Okay, that responds to what type of person you are. Let's have a look at reference to languages now. A mi modo de ver, in my opinion, from my point of view, es importante aprender idiomas. It's important to learn languages. Y por eso estudio español and that's why I have been learning Spanish desde hace 5 años. For 5 years. Notice present tense there. Estudio normally means I study, but when it comes with the phrase desde hace, then it means I have been studying for 5 years. Okay, carry on from there. Domino el inglés. I'm fluent in English. Y también hablo un poco de árabe. And also, I speak a bit of Arabic. Okay, that responds to what languages we speak. Let's have a look at what we did in our work experience. Acabo de hacer prácticas I have just done work experience en una escuela de equitación. In a school of horse riding, in a horse riding school. Donde limpié los establos, where I cleaned the stables, y ayudé a los niños. And I helped the children. El olor era horrible. The smell was horrible. Pero mis compañeros eran graciosos. But my colleagues were funny. Okay, that was what we did on work experience. And final bullet point is, what are our plans for the future? En el futuro, si tengo bastante dinero, in the future, if I have enough money, me tomaré un año sabático. I will take a gap year. And for those of you that aren't sure what gap year is referring to, it's the idea that you'll spend a year, maybe before or after university. It could be at any stage in your life, really, but it is typically spent doing something like traveling abroad or just having a year to yourself to do something that isn't studying or full-time career-based work. So some people might travel somewhere and work picking grapes or all sorts of different experiences, working in a charity, all sorts of things. Okay, let's carry on from there. Tal vez ayudaré perhaps, or maybe, I will help a construir un orfanato en África. To build an orphanage in Africa. Después iré a la universidad. Afterwards, I will go to university. Pero no sé dónde. But I don't know where. Okay, so remember you can rewind the last part of the video so that you can practice translating into English if you're working independently, and also you can look at producing your own response to this 90-word task. Yeah. Ok, muy bien. Buena suerte.